Before we get into today's video, I want to share something. This week, I'm releasing the full Elite Performance audiobook for free. No paywall, no opt-in, just hit play. And the link is in the description below, but it's only up for 1 week. And after Friday midnight, it does come down and go to Amazon. Now, I'll explain exactly why I'm doing that at the end of the video, but I wanted to lead with it because if you've been following this channel and this podcast and you haven't read the book yet, this is the easiest on-ramp you're ever going to get. It's 3 hours at 1.5x speed, which most of you probably listen at, and it's free this week only. Now, here's something most people never think about. Every time you read an article or listen to a podcast, you're making a trade, your time for someone else's effort. And if you understand the exchange rate on that trade, it changes how you think about what's actually worth your attention and what isn't. So here's how the math actually plays out. A blog post usually takes about 3 minutes for you to read, and behind it, the author probably spent a few days researching and writing. So you're trading 3 minutes for 3 days of someone else's effort. And that's a pretty good deal. A podcast like we normally put out is 30 minutes to listen to, and on the production side, between prep, recording, editing, interviewing the guest, it's usually at least 4 or 5 hours of work to bring you that, which is still a solid trade. But here's where it gets really extreme. A serious book is often 10 to 15 years of the author's best ideas, experiments, failures, and breakthroughs, along with a lot of financial resources stuffed into it, compressed into about 5 hours of reading. Basically, thousands of days of effort handed to you in a single package. Blogs are good, podcasts are nice, but books are where you get the biggest leverage on your time, and it's not even close. So I wrote Elite Performance, the book, because I spent 15 years testing what actually separates the people who execute at the highest level from everyone else. This was in the special forces and undercover intelligence work, BJJ competitions, and also with the Mossad's chief psychologist, and then spending about a decade of coaching 7, 8, and 9-figure founders and a couple billionaires through the specific mental blocks they were quietly putting a ceiling on their performance and not allowing them to win at the level they wanted to. And that's why the book is what it is. It's not theory. It's a system that actually works because it's built from everything I learned across all of it, but refined with a lot of effort and a lot of toil until every piece of it was immediately usable and easy to read. The reviews from people who have gone through it really speak for themselves. Neil said, sometimes the biggest battles are not your competition or clients or external issues. They're in your head. And you're not going to read abstract theories in this book. You'll be handed an actual playbook for mental resilience and clarity, something you can start applying today. Claire said, the guardrails concept alone helped me keep my business on track during a high-pressure sales sprint. It's a must-read for anyone looking to achieve audacious goals without burning out or losing balance. And Joseph said, some books just hit you at the right time, like this one did for me. I highly recommend this book to any entrepreneur, leader, or high performer who knows there are untapped resources within them that need to be unlocked. And again, this week, I am making the full audiobook available for 100% free. No paywall, no opt-in, no friction. You can just hit play. It's 252 minutes, so at 1.5x speed. Again, how most people actually listen. That's under 3 hours. You can get through it on car rides, workouts, walks, the in-between moments where you'd normally put on a podcast, but forget half of it by the time you arrived. Except again, this isn't a podcast. This is 15 years of work in just 3 hours, and I've already had a couple people message me and say they've gone through the whole audiobook in just 1 day. So the link is in the description below. Now, why am I doing this for free? Because at the end of the day, I care more about the right people getting this work and actually using it than I do about audiobook sales, and also on a very practical level, a couple thousand more from audiobook sales is not what's really going to change the outlook of the business. But getting these military-grade mindset tools out there more and having the right people use them and rave about them will. So if the ROI on that exchange rate makes sense to you, of 15 years for 3 hours of your time, and enjoyable 3 hours, you include a lot of fun stories in it, a lot of interesting anecdotes, and again, this calculation should be worth your time, this is the best deal you're going to get. So 1 week, 100% free, no opt-in, and then it's gone. It's going to go back onto Audible where you have to actually pay for it. Now, as an aside from this, I've also been getting a couple of politely frustrated messages from coaching alumni and other podcast listeners about not having new podcast episodes up. So here's the deal. I want to say that we will be coming back for another season. We're already recording new episodes, and in the first episode, I also actually explained why we had to have the pause and why it was a strategically correct thing for me to do, both from a personal level and from a business perspective. And I think there could be a lot of positive lessons for everyone to take away from it. But in the meantime, again, if you like podcasts and you're a podcast listener, the audiobook is absolutely the best thing you could possibly do with your time right now. It is something I am immensely proud of. It took a lot of effort to put together and to finally get it to the standard that we wanted to. But again, this link is only open for the week. So you can find it in the show notes below. Click it now and start listening.